In this video, guys, we're going to look at your trading edge won't last, so deal with it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. All right, so this is a hard pill to swallow for many traders. You're struggling, you're working away, you eventually find an edge that works. And what's an edge? It's a strategy or system or approach that starts to make you money. You start to have the equity curve going up. You start to see that monthly returns coming in nicely. You start to see the account growing and you think you have cracked it. And then what happens is, guys, that edge disappears. That edge stops. That edge goes on pause and you have to reinvent yourself as a trader. Now, one of the challenging things is you don't know when it's going to come. That could come after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It could come after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. The point is it won't ever last forever. Your edge won't ever last. It will some point disappear. So there are a few things we work on as traders. We have the foundations, which are the confidence to trade, the discipline, the risk management, all those things that are key, whichever edge you're using, which while we're always working on those, guys, you're always trying to be better at those, trying to be more disciplined, trying to be more focused, trying to trade in a more professional manner. And then we have the strategy side of things, which is what's working now. How can we get better? How can we look for newer strategies? How can we press harder and make more money out of what's working right now? How can we have our eyes open and be scanning for new opportunities without diluting what's happening at the moment? And so we always got this two-pronged attack with trading. It's something a lot of traders who haven't been in the business for a long period of time won't talk about. You know, they'll just talk about, hey, this strategy, this, and you know that they haven't been through multiple cycles of that edge disappearing because they think that's the holy grail, they think that's going to last forever. And it just doesn't. You know, it just does not. You know, this is why so many traders, you know, we almost have three levels of traders. You know, one that comes in and just can't find an edge, doesn't work for them, they quit. Fine, that's the way it is. It's a tough game. It's not for everybody. Some who come in works well for them, but then when the edge stops, they don't want to reinvent themselves and quit. Maybe they've made enough money then and they go and do something else. Maybe they just don't want to reinvent themselves. Maybe it's too challenging for them. Maybe that was their real niche, whatever. And you've got the third tier, which I feel that I'm in. Luckily, market's been kind to me. I feel like I've dedicated myself enough to it and I enjoy it and I'm good at what I do, that you reinvent yourself as a trader and you find a new edge. Now, sometimes, guys, listen, I'm not going to come in and stand here and tell you that you reinvent yourself like that and all of a sudden you go back to, you know, making the sort of money you were when your edge was at its peak. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Sometimes you go through periods where you're trying to find your edge. What do? You're a little bit lost. You're like, okay, that was working really well. I don't want to leave that because that was really killing. I was making so much doing that. Okay, but it's not there anymore. I need to face the fact. Do I build up here? Where do I go? And again, that's when you're not digging yourself a big hole. You might have a period where you're just not making so much. You might have a period where you're stepping back. But you're always reinventing yourself, coming back in, finding the edge, then pressing the throttle down again, then backing off. And it's that constant dynamic throttle on and off and finding the new edge that makes sure that you're in this game for life, if you like. If you want to be, this is the beauty of the game. You know, not like, hey, this strategy is it forever. That will go away. But the foundations you put in and the ability to find new strategies, the ability to find new edge, the ability to find new opportunities and ways to make money means that you have a skill set that's with you for life if you want it to be. So anyway, we've gone off track slightly. Let's talk about kind of some of the things that I did, the way I went through, and just kind of these things just come off the top of my head. One of the first edges that was very good was finding, this was, I don't know, 17 years ago, mining share laggards. So there's mining shares, really active, and it's a very simple strategy, guys, of the big miners would start to move. This is on the LSE, London Stock Exchange, and there will be some second tier miners that were just a bit slow. And so for whatever reason, they were slow to move. You'd see the big tiers running, you'd jump on the laggards would move. Very simple strategy, worked very well. Another one I didn't include on that, when we're talking about the UK stuff, FTSE, certain time of day would always trigger off. And actually that's coming back now, and I'll come back to that in a moment with the algorithm spotting. That's always been on and off, but it was very, you can set your watch by it. Then with the crude oil crash, that was a great opportunity for over a year period. Crude oil just coming off the highs, selling, aggressively selling, pyramiding into positions, bear flag. That was kind of when bear flags came into my ecosystem, if you like, and became very good at spotting those on a short-term perspective. That's when my price action stuff started coming into its own. plenty more in between that, little miniature edges. And then the icebergs and the YMs. So I used to trade YM specifically, which is Dow futures, and spotting iceberg orders. For those who don't know what icebergs are, it's basically when you show a small portion of the order on the order book, and then you reload and reload and reload and reload, and then they would step up. So as the price was kind of moving up, you'd see an iceberg on the bid, it'd be hit, it'd be reloading, and then it would stop, and then it would move up again, and I could leverage off that and trade kind of from a scalping tape reading perspective. That was very, very, very fruitful. And then kind of moving through multiple different strategies and styles, guys, and this is the reinvention that you have as a trader, but coming into stuff that's working now, the afternoon momentum ignition predator. Great strategy. Filter, how you filter through those, how you spot those, how you take those, how long it will last for, who knows. This is the thing. Opening range driver group, they've been sharing that. That's a great strategy that's kind of come back into its own. That's come back. One of the things, guys, is, you know, some of these will come back. Sometimes they do come back. They kind of have a cycle depending on the market. The opening range driver used to be something that was very, very active kind of 12 years ago. Now it's come back into play. A lot of trading that. Some people are kind of even coding algos from that. Anyway, and then we've got algorithm spotting. So this is kind of the newer thing, and the point is changing the edge and algorithm spotting of seeing where the algos are kicking in, extensions from VWAPs, extensions, time of days, all this kind of stuff. But let's not get into technicalities here. The key point of this video, guys, is that your edge won't last. So I don't want to be kind of, you know, putting a downer on your progress. And guys, any progress is good progress, but just be mindful that while it's there, take the opportunity. You know, take the opportunity to push the throttle down if it's working for you. If you want to prepare to take more risks, then do so, because it won't always be there. The market conditions will change. This will change, that will change. Things do change, which, you know, is, if you're prepared for it, it's not the end of the world. If you think it's going to last forever, it can be a bit disheartening. So your edge won't last, guys. Whatever edge you've got at the moment, keep it, utilize it, extract as much as you can from it, but keep your eyes open for other edges. Keep your eyes open for other ideas, ways to trade. What's the new theme? What's the new trend? What's the new market? Where's the money going to flow from? Is it going to be a different market? Is it going to be a different way of trading? Is it going to be different rules that come in that change things? All these kind of things contribute to your trading edge, and you as a retail trader have the advantage that you can move quickly on something. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Appreciate all your support, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, of course. Good stuff. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.